Hello there, this is Deathbob, and I am going to do a build video, I guess. This is what I'd like to call a Kinky LA Raider. And it's a lightning arrow raider slash barrage. Something like that. Anyway, the skills I use are lightning arrow and barrage. And I also use Herald of Ice and Wrath. Now, the reason I use Herald of Ice is for the AoE effect. I need it to trigger something, and it just helps for the clear speed in general. Otherwise, I would use Herald of Thunder, but I just don't think it's as effective for clearing. But you can do it either way you want, honestly. I don't care. It works. With that being said, I link it with my Herald of Ice is linked with Curse on Hit. Assassin's Mark is the curse. So this is how I gain my power charges. This is also a good way for mana sustain. And this also is really nice for the critical damage and the critical strike chance. Essentially this puts me at close to 40% with no charges. With charges I get about close to 50. So that's pretty nice. With curse. So again, this is really nice for the clear speed. And you don't have to do this, but I do because I like the curse on hit effect. Or just the extra on hit effect of the ice bite. Now, I thought about switching this up with hypothermia, and I'm going to test it out a bit and see which one I like better. But right now I just like this because this adds cold damage to the AoE effect, and just an additional chance to generate more frenzy charges, which is, not that we're losing them, it's just going to be a longer sustain. We're basically 100% frenzy charge. Once we get them up, they stay up for the most part. And then again, more cold damage per frenzy charge. So we're turning at 8 right now, so this is pretty stacked. It gets really really nice. And again, chance of freeze. So this is just kind of a life thing, keeps me alive. So that's that. And then in my boots, I'm using Valgrace. Increased duration, self-explanatory. Siege Ballista, and Physical Lightning. Now you could actually sub that out for like totem resistances or something like that. Or, well, anything of that nature to make it more tanky. If you're having issues with it being live, or maybe even just minion damage. But I have it linked with is the lightning, just because again, my lightning damage is converted over to chaos damage, so it does a good chunk of little damage. Little damage it does, but pierces targets and does quite a bit of knockback, and it's just fun to kind of juggle bosses with it. You'll see I kind of use it. Yeah, alright, so then I got an Enlighten, set it with my Wrath, and my Flame Golem and Blink Arrow, just because they fit there. Yay. Barrage, faster attacks, added Chaos, added Lightning, Weapon Elemental, and if I get to 6, I'll do something else there, but right now I just got Lightning Trap by itself, because it gives me 15% bonus damage on the shock, and I can force it right there. Boss fights are really easy, strong boxes, yada yada yada. And so for my Lightning Arrow, I have it set up with GMP, faster attacks, added Lightning, and Wed. If I get a 6 link, I might do Pierce. Ooh. Hold on. I might do something else. I don't know. But yeah. Sorry about that. I haven't quite figured out what I would do with that 6th link hit, but if you get it there, you can kind of fill in the blanks. Maybe added chaos on this one too, or controlled light, controlled destruction That would work really well, except for the critical strike thing. I mean, you'd probably put yourself down to like 35% instead of 50, or like 40%, something like that. I'm really bad at math, sorry guys. Just crunching some really quick numbers. But as far as gear goes, Fall Toxic Rift, this is the thing I built the whole guide around. Converting all of my lightning damage, like 60% of it, to chaos, and then chaos can shock, so it's like just a lot of shocking chance here. So I got lightning damage, I got chaos damage, and basically I'm critting 50% of the time. It's pretty nice. Yep. Life resistances, crit strike chance, crit multi if you can get it, as much wed as you can on as well. Life would be beautiful. Crit multi, accuracy, life, resistances, wed, whatever you can get on it. Beautiful. Stat stick. Same for these guys. Stat sticks with accuracy and resistances. Stats, accuracy, resistances. Health, resistance, and wed is what you're looking for the most on here. And then hopefully you can get a belt where you corrupt a +1 frenzy charge. That'd be the best. Boots, Dark Ray Vectors, with the corruption for the +1 frenzies, the ideal like end goal boots. And let's get some just amazing rares. But I feel like these are probably just pound for pound better. Once you get 9 frenzy charges, they're kind of just way better. Gloves, you can use pretty much any rare gloves with attack speed, health resistances, until you can get some of the hysteria or whatever's. Then that's probably where you're going to want to put your lightning arrow, and then after that you'll just do like a barrage, and then you can pretty much upgrade anything you want. The 6-link chest, maybe even do a Kelms. Kelms would be nice, but you don't have to go that route. Either way you'd like to go, 6-link it, 5-link it, 4-link it, touch it with your butt, don't care. I'm just going to do a quick run through an atoll, show you what the gameplay looks like, and hope you guys enjoy. If you had questions about my, what was it? I helped Creighton for the dodge chance, if you couldn't assume that. Quick look at my stats. No frenzy charges. I'm at 51, 30%, and 30% chance to dodge attacks, but that also means I'm at 40% chance to dodge projectiles, so it's pretty well rounded. Great, I'm enfeebled. Still should make a difference because this is only tier 8. Enfeebled, wonderful. But, as you can see, clear speed is pretty decent even while you're enfeebled. This would be the same as a tier 14 map. Buttons. Okay, so before I fight the boss, I'm just gonna build up a quick grace charge. So let's push the wrong buttons. Alright, here we go. Oh, and here's what the offense looks like. With just frenzy charges, 26k per shot, 15k. It's again with enfeeble. Look like. Two bosses here. So the nice thing about that is the grace is it lasts for almost 11 seconds, and it's still like lower level, so I'm hoping I get it like 13 seconds when it's max level. I don't want to get too close to these guys, since that cold shit hurts. bad for people. And they resist chaos.
My mana is gone.
Alright, well then, yeah. Let's just finish clearing the map with, Fable on. Shouldn't be too long though. Pretty smoothly. And, I mean, you know. Yeah, shot the trigger too soon on that one. Okay, so yeah, this would be part of the build. I guess I could talk about my passive tree, because I don't know if I talked about it or not. So, basically you're going to build like you would build any other raider, and you're gonna go for Valpact, and health. So there's no Ghost Reaver. So instead of Ghost Reaver, you focus on, you know, stuff that's closer to the projectile side of the tree. So we're working on projectile damage, weapon elemental damage, and then there's 5 nodes, I'm sorry, that I invest in the chaos damage. And everything else, pop. Everything else will be health, projectile damage, slight bits of dodge. I think I did talk about the passive tree. Okay. And as far as jewel choices, you're going to want to go with projectile damage, chaos damage, lightning damage, elemental damage, and some stuff like that. But yeah, here's what it looks like. So, you know, start off the evasion side, go down, evasion life, Heart of the Oak, standard for the dodge, the block, I'm sorry. Heart of the avoiding the stun. That's what this is really what you need. You get 28% total because of this and this. These 2 nodes are crucial. And then everything else will be projectile damage. This is what my next point will be into, and then the 3rd one after that, and then any other one, if I'm ever lucky enough to, will be into this little cluster here. So yeah, the 5 points into the chaos tree I'm talking about, which the method to madness, and then things of the viper. And then, you know, you're gonna get every frenzy charge that you possibly can, and then build a little bit around projectile damage around that, and possible health if possible. The life leech cluster here is necessary, and then I use King of the Hill for a critical strike bonus, as well as this little cluster is here for critical strike. This is also necessary, cold-hearted calculation. You're going to need a lot of int. In fact, this is what you see me here for. Until I can get more int on my gear, I have to use that 1 point. But maybe you don't have to because you have the gear. Hopefully you do, and you can make this build better. This is just what I have right now, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you, and hope to see you soon. Whatever that means.